Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, Jim Reith.
Sometimes I get
Go
myself
Unleashed
confused.
podcast. I love this. It cracks me up listening to this because I picture him doing it.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. It's great. We love Joe Altier on this podcast.
Just Joe. He just did a
Fantastic.
thing on his social media telling the story about him doing the theme for the Big Show in the WWE and then it going over to AEW. You should check out if you know Just Joe. Check out his socials. We'll have him back on again.
His socials are awesome.
I want him to talk about this new era of Joe.
Yeah,
that he's doing.
it's
very
pretty
interesting.
amazing,
Yeah.
actually. And it's
Dude's
a big step, too.
The dude has great ideas, and all of us musicians should listen to him. And I have,
Yeah, you have.
and I have found myself very successful.
You leaned on him
He's my
pretty heavy,
Miyagi.
right?
When I first started,
Yeah.
he's my Miyagi.
I remember that.
Yep.
So we're going to talk to Brent Axe in a couple of minutes and talk about the football team and whatever else. And later, it's kind of a, Back to the Future type thing. It's Rob Santucci. I used to work with him a long time ago, and he's running for town supervisor in Cicero. So before we get to that, let's do the Yahoo of the week because this was pretty easy too. You just start to turn a city around in a really, really big way, a really major way. And all right, you're going to put up an aquarium, whatever. It's going up, so that's it. And so there's no sense yakking about it. Now, you also have other stuff going on in the Inner Harbor. You have new restaurants, all kinds of stuff going on. And the people who own the decrepit cement plant in the Inner Harbor want to start it up again. It's been empty for years. Okay,
Right next door.
It's just, it's so bad. Now they need a special exemption or something from the city. If I'm the coach guy, I'm just laughing right now, until they come in, and I'm just going to say, look, no. Now get out. And by the way, we're going to sue you until you demolish that thing. It's such an eyesore. So
And needless to say, our county executive was not happy.
No, he's not happy. And I'm sure the mayor's not happy either. So they're the yahoos of the week. And the good news, however, the good story of the week, this is cool. Now, you were not a marching band guy, right?
I was not, no.
All right. So there's marching band guys, and then there was musical theater guys.
And
right?
I was a chorus guy.
Then there was jocks. Then you were a chorus guy?
I was a chorus guy. I was in chorus all 4
You were a
years.
musical theater guy?
Oh, I mean, we had a program at Liverpool called Music. It was a drama class that I did the drama class and I did the musicals and plays and stuff. But as inside of school, I didn't do band. I did.
Oh, okay, right.
I did
so, and then you had the jocks, then you had the geeks, then you had my age, it was greasers.
Potheads.
Potheads. Yeah, that was before my time. Actually, it was just like 75, 76, we started having potheads. I was not one of them at that time until I entered the armed forces, and it opened my eyes to the miracles of recreational drug. Just kidding. It was fun, though. But so anyway, getting a long way to get to the fact that Jordan Elbridge, Oswego, and Liverpool all won state titles in marching band.
The Warriors, or what were we now? The Legends? What are we?
I don't even know what you
I think
guys
we're the
are.
Legends now.
But that's amazing. Now, for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure you know, Bill, marching band's a whole thing now. It's a thing. It's like hockey. If you're a hockey parent, so if you're like a marching band parent, that's all you are, because you've got rehearsals and
the chauffeur hat comes on.
Oh my gosh, it's a whole thing.
Well, I always say that I like where I am, where I live, because I can hear very audibly everything that goes on on the field, because it's the lights are at the end of my driveway.
That's right.
At the end of my street.
Pretty much.
But it's cool. You sit out at night, you can hear all that stuff.
Yeah, that is good.
Announcing and the cheers. It's cool.
Maybe you can
very small time, small town.
Maybe you can shed some light on why they'd repave Route 11 at the busiest intersection. They're doing it right now.
Yeah.
I wanted to stop and say, school's getting out, right?
Wait, do you know what tomorrow is?
No.
So they're paving 31 starting at the high school.
Oh man.
Going down to
tomorrow.
Yes, the paving starts.
Why wouldn't you do it at night?
I don't know. Well, that's Rob Santucci. That he knows. He's in the know,
dude. When I came here, right? So I came down Route 11 because Henry Clay is a detour. So I made my way to Route 11. All right, I never should have done that, but coming away from here, like I'm going toward you, coming away from there, it was backed up from Copper Top all the way to Saki Bomb.
Wow.
Yeah, good luck. That's 45 minutes.
So I when they were ripping the street up last week, early in the week, they were ripping it up 11 to get ready to pave. It took me from 31, the road 31 and 11, from there to Saki Bomb, which is Target, basically, because I had to go to Target.
Yeah.
30 minutes. And that's not that far. Stand still.
Yeah,
Stand still.
It's frustrating. Just, I don't know. All right, let's talk to Brent. Let's get Brent in here.
Brent in here. We got
Brent Axe is joining us now. He's our official. What do you got? A job interview?
Why's that?
Yeah, so he's all dressed up. Wait a minute.
Just my LL Bean pullover. Glad you think I'm dressing up for this show. Two old men complaining about traffic, apparently.
First of all, turn him down. Secondly, I'm nearsighted now, so I thought you had a sport coat on, looking at it like
Did that look like a sport coat? No, just a little LL Bean pullover.
I thought you had a job interview.
Next time I come on, I am going to now wear a shirt and tie, though.
He and Mrs. Axe are on their way to the gym, is what I
That's
heard.
correct. That's the funny thing is I've got shorts on below. So, yeah, heading right to the gym after this. Get on that elliptical.
So how much is Miami favored by this week? Take the over.
For Syracuse, you mean?
Yes.
They're playing North Carolina.
North Carolina. Oh, that was Miami.
Yeah, no, that's not till next week. Yeah, we got Bill Belichick and company coming in on Halloween.
Well, they suck too, so maybe it'll be a good game.
Syracuse is actually favored in that game, by the way.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's either, depending on which for entertainment purposes only site you go to, they're either 1.5 or 2. It's basically a pick at this point. North Carolina has not scored more than 20 points against an FBS opponent. Syracuse has scored a total of 50 points in its last 4 games, so skip the trick-or-treating, kids, and come watch two football teams not score points.
We were just talking about this before we came on. I'm a season ticket holder, and my night became available. I'm not playing, which I normally play on especially a weekend of Halloween weekend. And I said, I don't even know if I want to dredge up there. My daughter doesn't want to trick-or-treat this year, so I can't use that excuse.
And secondly, look, as soon as Belichick is on the field with his love of his life, obviously, somebody should step in and say, no, out.
I'm wondering if I'm going to run into her in the press box.
You probably will. Area. I mean, it's just awful. Come on.
Go say
Plus,
hi.
they stink. And I thought it was hilarious that the first game that they played, all the celebrities were there, especially former North Carolina celebrities. And did they win that first game? They did, right?
No, they got
they got killed, right? Yeah,
they got smacked.
I mean, it's like.
Well, and the other thing is, I don't know if you guys follow Pablo Torre's podcast, but his podcast has done a tremendous job of basically exposing a lot of the things going on behind the scenes. And the latest pod that he did was exposing how much of a fraud Mike Lombardi is. So Mike Lombardi is the GM at North Carolina, and Mike Lombardi, if you're not familiar with him, has just he's friends with Belichick. He's been like Belichick's consigliere for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Lombardi has, if you listen to the podcast, certainly exaggerated some relationships he's had in the past with Bill Walsh at the Niners, with Al Davis at the Raiders. So
he's one of these guys, right?
He's one of these guys.
He's like one of the Nike sneaker guys. You know what I mean?
He's one of these guys that Belichick's just always given a job because of
exactly.
loyalty. He knows he'll be loyal to him no matter what. So,
and they're looking into him.
So yeah, the podcast was a very interesting conversation with some people that have said that Mike Lombardi's basically full of it.
Wow.
And Lombardi's one of those guys who's always been good in the media, and he was a link to people in the media to Belichick. So people never really questioned his credentials. But when you really look at it, it's like, what does this guy really do other than be friends with Bill Belichick?
Right. Which
That's all
is,
you got to do.
He's made a lot of money.
Hey, give me that gig. I'll pay me $1 million not know what I'm doing. Come on.
Now
I'll
you
cut his sleeves on his sweatshirts for
That's
him.
right.
I'm just looking forward to the Halloween costumes. I know the attendance at this game is going to be limited,
Awful.
I would say. SU kids are probably more interested in partying on Friday night than watching this game, but there's going to be some Belichick, Jordan Hudson costumes.
Oh, it should be good
in the crowd. So at the very least, we'll get to see that.
All right, I want to talk about this gambling thing because it's further interesting that it could blow up. I thought it would blow up more by now, so maybe it's not going to really blow up. But they're not making enough of the fact that this is an active NBA head coach and a player, an active player, who are doing this kind of thing, and they're hooked to the mob and for the real mob. And I thought it would be much, much broader. I thought more players would be involved, but I guess not, at least not yet.
Yeah. There's a few things that come to mind here. First of all, hey, the mafia still exists.
There you go. All 5 families
are still around. Yeah, they didn't go away. There were some interesting names that came out of that indictment, by the way. It was that scene in Goodfellas where they go, and here's Fat Tony. And it's like, there's literally a lot of nicknames that were interesting in that.
I was waiting for Eddie Mush.
He says everything twice. I'm going to go get the papers. So people say, why would the interesting thing is, guys, that it was 2 things, right? You had the player props things with Terry Rozier, but you also had poker games. It's like, well, isn't poker legal everywhere? Like, why is this still happening?
Not like this.
Not like
that
this.
kind of poker.
They're rigged games.
Like
exactly. They're bringing in big fish
to
play these rigged poker games. Chauncey Billups, an active head coach in the NBA. Now, this is all allegedly right now, but people say, why would somebody who's making X millions of dollars per year get involved in any of this? And my answer to that is always there's a great line from the movie Heat. Tom Sizemore, he's like, for me, the action is the juice. Right?
Yep.
Some of these guys just can't stay away from the action no matter what it is. And let's face it, if you're a front-facing person like this, you can't just walk into a casino and do this stuff. No. There's camera phones everywhere. Michael Jordan could back in the day. And people would leave Michael Jordan alone and Charles Barkley and those guys when they're doing those things, but you can't do that now. So you have to find these backroom things that still exist to do it. But the poker element to this is fascinating to me, right? Because how do you govern this? If you're obviously the NBA has put him on a interim suspension and they're trying to sort this thing out. Then you have the situation with they looked into a Terry Rozier. Maybe he was not playing as hard as he could have. He was shaving some points. There's some footage of him out there. Just if you're going to rig a game, that's how you would do it, right? And again, the guy's making $26 million a year.
Incredible.
Like, what are you getting out of this? Why are you doing this? But it's a tale as old as time. Like, you go back to the CCNY scandal in 1950s, Boston College, which Goodfellas, that was involved in that storyline in the late 1970s. The difference is now you have FanDuel and DraftKings and all this stuff, and they're associated with the leagues, Jim. Before it was just taboo. You couldn't even go near it or infer it, right? Now, so it's going to be very interesting.
The DraftKings logo is on every arena, every major arena.
Yes.
DraftKings,
So how Adam Silver worms his way out of this, I'm going to be as fascinated as anybody, because it was one thing when it was like taboo. Now you're in business with these people. But the thing is, if you get caught now, what FanDuel, DraftKings, and even casinos are good at is they flag this stuff pretty quickly. Like, they can figure out when something smells bad. So I guess, like, if you get caught, that's you're just a dummy. There are ways you could do this,
absolutely,
guys, where you're kind of under the radar and you're not going to get caught. But people always do, because the action is the juice.
The thing about the poker games is fascinating to me, because I know for a fact that there used to be at least a very underground high stakes poker game in this town. And I knew who the dealer was. And so it's not myth. And so it happens with people who have a lot of money and a lot of time on their hands. Like you said, these people crave adrenaline. And so if you can get together with 5 or 6 other guys and you've all got $1 million, then, we play for dimes and quarters. They play for hundreds and 50s. It's just a matter of scale for a lot of people. But I just think that they crave competition of any kind. I mean, look at Jordan. Jordan will bet on anything, anytime, anywhere. And a lot of these guys are like that. A lot of these poker players you see on TV, these guys will tell you themselves they're degenerate gamblers. They'll gamble on anything.
Well, here's the thing.
It's just weird.
Jordan is now doing this series of interviews with Mike Tirico on NBC's NBA coverage. If Mike Tirico does not ask Michael Jordan about this at some point, you are wasting a resource there, because Jordan knows about this stuff. He's directly linked to this stuff. As you said, he got into millions of dollars on the golf course back in the day. So,
Phil Mickelson's
another one.
Tens of millions of dollars on football and all kinds of stuff.
I was watching an interview on I can't remember what platform it is, but it was an old mob heavy. One of the guys, when somebody owed a lot of money, they sent this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they would have people come to him and say, hey, this guy, and it could be a player or whatever, owes me X amount of dollars, $20,000, he said. And the heavy guy would say, let him ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride till it gets real big. And then the heavy guy would go in there and say, well, it's time to get the money. But if you don't have the money, here's a couple things you can do.
Yeah, right.
You can spike that football. And he, like, matter-of-factly says this is happening on a regular basis in the world of sports.
No kidding. Yeah, I believe it. I do. The easiest thing to fake would be a fumble, right? In a hard hit, whatever, comes out. That's the easiest thing to fake.
So I think what you're going to see go away from this, guys, are some of these prop bets that are really easy to manipulate. I mean, we joke around about this every year when the Super Bowl comes around. You could bet on the over-under time for the national anthem. So if I'm singing the national anthem, I'm letting some friends know, like, hey, guys, this is going over 2 minutes, just so you know.
There it is. There it is.
And you're cashing in.
You're right.
And it's all pre-recorded now, so they know how long it's going to be.
It's really something. And this could really, they're putting professional teams in Vegas. I mean, there's a hockey team there already. There's a football team there already. A baseball team's moving. You think the NBA is not far behind? Of course.
We have come a long way since Pete Rose. And Pete Rose, remember, violated the integrity of the game. He walked by a sign in that clubhouse every day that says it is the black mark against the sport to bet against the sport. He did it anyway, hundreds of times. He lied about it for a decade. Yep. He changed his tune when he had a book to sell, and then he played victim to the day he died. It's like, no, you broke a pretty explicit rule. Now the rules are a lot blurrier because of all the associations that these leagues have.
All right, before I let you go, I want to talk about the basketball team, and you've seen them now in an exhibition. What did you see that you didn't expect?
I saw a team that is a lot more athletic than last year's team. I saw a team that can get up and down the court and is going to push the ball intentionally up and down the court. I'm not sure about their defense. That was a very bad defensive team last year that has to get markedly better in that department if they're going to make the tournament. That's some of those non-conference games they have to win. But, Jim, there is a serious elevation in talent. And what I didn't expect was the guy who led the team in scoring, Tyler Betsy.
Right.
This transfer they get from Cincinnati, who he can shoot the rock. He can shoot the three cleanly. This is not a big guy that's like, I want to shoot. He can shoot the ball. And when he's in the paint, he can shoot the ball. And the best way I can describe him when he gets closer to the rim is he can snap to the rim. So you got an impact player off the bench and him, Sadiq White, who did not play. He's got an upper body injury. I heard it's not serious, and he could be on there as soon as Wednesday when they play another exhibition game. Kyan Anthony's coming off the bench. So you've got some excitement and some talent there. Nathan George is a real point guard who was throwing up lobs to players in this game, guys that came back from last year like Donnie Freeman and some of the new guys that we just did not see last year. I mean, Eddie Lampkin, I could jump higher than Eddie Lampkin, okay? God love the guy. He played his butt off, and he could rebound. He just couldn't jump.
Producer
right?
Bill could take him down low.
William Kyle.
Bill.
I think Bill's got game. I can see it happen. William Kyle jumps out of the gym. The problem is he's got a really awkward shot. So they've got to be careful about putting him at the free throw line. He was 17 of 41 at the free throw line last year.
My God.
Yikes. Right? But he had 10 and 9, and he can attack the rim, and he's 6'8", but he you want to talk about a guy that can jump.
Well, who is the center? Who's the center?
He's the center.
Okay.
And I think Freeman's going to have to play a little center as well. So that's what they lack, Jim. They don't have a lot of size. They don't have bulk, but they have athleticism and guys that can jump out of the gym. And when Sadiq gets out there, look out, because this kid not only can play defense, he likes to play defense, and he can block shots. His offensive game needs work, but his athleticism is off the charts. So it's just a matter of this day and age. You have an upgrade in talent. You have a real point guard that can run the offense. You just have a lot of new guys that got to mesh together.
Yeah, it takes a while.
And a short period of time before you start playing some real games in Vegas against Houston, Kansas, some legit competition. And, oh, by the way, come back the next week and play Tennessee at home. Those are 3 top 25 teams, and you got to bank a solid non-conference win that you can show the committee. Say, look what we did. No matter what you do in conference, you got to show that you can do it 4 months out of the year, not just 2.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. And at least it'll be fun to watch. You can say that. As you said, there's an upgrade in talent, which is what you wanted for sure. And so, they'll be fun to watch and they'll be exciting. And is this Red's last stance? Do you think? Is this his last chance?
I think this is a make or break year for Red Autry to show, especially with the talent he's got on this roster, that he can coach a team into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to say it's make or break in terms of you make the tournament or not. Let's say end of the year, they're on the bubble, they're fighting their asses off. Maybe they've lost a couple close games. Like, if it looks better and you're going to get everybody back next year and you look like you've built something, then you don't fire Autry. That's why I don't think you can draw that red line of tournament or bust, right?
I agree with that. Yep.
Yeah. But it's make or break for him to show that he can coach this team into that position, especially this team.
Yeah.
But
with all the talent that he has accumulated, right?
There is talent on this team, and I don't want to make like a guarantee or your money back here, but last year the biggest issue, frankly, guys, was it just wasn't fun in that building.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, that's right.
This team will be fun. I can guarantee you that. They will be fun. There will be energy, and people will be into it. That I can guarantee.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That even these football games that we're not playing that great in, it's fun. They're fun games. They're fun. They just, for some reason, last season, the couple games that I went to, it just felt like the air was sucked out of the dome.
Mm. Yeah, and when they lost the quarterback this year, and Brent had called it correctly, saying that it was clearly obvious then that the guy that filled in from LSU is not ready. Now he's gotten a little better, but he wasn't ready, and that's why they got the kid from Notre Dame. So it's too bad, and I like him as a coach. I like him as a recruiter, especially. I think he can go anywhere he wants as a recruiter, but I don't hear anybody saying he's going to Penn State anymore. But
that's a hard sell. Yeah. It's a hard sell now. This team's going to go probably 4-8, something along those lines. Tell everybody, hey, everybody at LSU, here's our new coach who went 4-8 at Syracuse last year. It's not going to work that way. So
no,
that's the good news of what's happening at Syracuse. Is all that buzz about Fran Brown has pretty much died out.
All right. Anything you two want to geek out about before we go?
We're on the
Deliver Me From Nowhere. Did you see the movie?
I haven't seen it yet. I want to see the Springsteen movie. I want to see that.
I did read his autobiography.
You're a huge Springsteen fan.
I read his autobiography, and that boy's got some issues.
Yes, he does.
Which he admits to, of course.
Which he let him write a lot of songs.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing. I have not seen it, but from some well-placed moles that have. Jeremy Strong steals this movie.
Yes.
As John Landau.
Oh,
that's what everybody's saying.
That's. I don't want to spoil it.
Really?
This just in. Bruce Springsteen made an album. It's called Nebraska. This is the story of it. But if you want to go into that movie experience, just kind of keep that tucked in the back of your mind. I love Jeremy Allen White. But
isn't it $5 movies on Tuesdays at the old movie tavern? Maybe I'll go do that tomorrow morning. They usually have like 11 o'clock, or I'll give you a text. All right.
I knew there was a nerd out in there somewhere.
I forgot about that movie. I wanted to see that. I tell you, it's one of the best shows. That last show at the Dome was one of the best shows I've ever seen in that house. Pink was the best, but that Springsteen show that April before a couple years ago was prime stuff.
We're not going down this rabbit hole. We're not going down this rabbit hole.
But I agree with you. I'll just say that.
All right. We got another guest to get to. Thank you, Brent, as always, brother.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Go back to complaining about traffic now.
That's what we're going to right now.
It's time. I'm 67 years old. That's all I do.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Oh, the traffic.
Oh man.
Every day. Now, so I leave. I do some teaching at the Syracuse City School District.
Yep.
Elms School, and I have to be there by 1:45. So normally at any other time, I'd probably leave about 20 after I'd make it. I leave at 1 o'clock now, and I still sometimes don't make it right at 1:45.
Is that the one on top of Midler?
The Elm School?
Yeah.
No, it's next to Clary
Clary
Middle School on in the Valley.
Oh,
okay. Near Green Hills, which
okay.
I've recently started using Green Hills. It's very good. Their prepared stuff's very good.
Oh, their stuff is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Green Hills is great. All right, we have another guest, and this is going to take us back in the day as well, because way back in the day, I worked with this gentleman, and now he's running for political office. Rob Santucci is our guest. How are you, Rob?
I'm well, Jim. Long time, my friend.
Yeah, good to see you. I follow you religiously on all our socials, so I see that you're running for office, and maybe you can fix this traffic problem in Cicero. I don't know. So let me ask you this: you were in sales, right?
Yes. That was my career
for us, right?
Converted to teaching,
right?
Mid career, yeah.
All right. So, and a lot of people do that, by the way, out of the media. I know 2 women who worked for me in the news department are now teachers. So it's a transition. It's kind of interesting. So why did you decide to get into politics?
I felt that I had something to offer. I felt that with my skill set, knowledge of sales, and also my teaching skill set, which allowed me to basically relate to people pretty well, was a good mix for politics. And plus, I am somebody who cares deeply about my country, my community, and I want to help others. And I think politically, getting involved is the way to go. You can directly affect people on a day-to-day basis and make their lives better, hopefully. So that's why I decided to get in.
So you're a Democrat, and you make, no bones about that, certainly on your socials. You're in a Republican town, right?
Ooh, yeah.
We lovingly say that everybody from the supervisor to the dog catcher is Republican, and we kind of laugh about that. But the Republicans do have a slight voter advantage in registrations over us, and they have done quite well in running our local government in terms of getting their people in. And we saw that as something that we needed to have more balanced representation. And this is my attempt to try to do that, to get on the board and, just get better representation, because one party rule, and I don't care what party it is, even my own, doesn't always work.
I agree. I don't think it does at all, actually, unless we have what we have in Washington now, and that's just a mess. But they are running things, the Republicans. If there was some kind of, consensus that everyone could reach, that we're all going to work together, that would be great. But unfortunately, that usually doesn't happen. So, this is a huge time for the town with Micron and everything else that's going on. Are you ready to step into something like that, Rob?
With both feet. I really can't wait. I tell people this all the time. I go, look, Cicero is entering an area right now that is the greatest change here since the creation of the plank road back in the 1800s.
I agree. I do.
We're talking, I've been in this town for 45 years, and to see all of this going on at once, I look at it not as an inconvenience, but an opportunity to make Cicero grow. We've got some of the most wonderful waterfront in the area. We've got a growing population. We're right now, the center of Cicero, I don't know if you know this or not, but 11 and 31, where it crosses, that's called Cody's Corners. That is the geographic center of New York State.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
The border to Pennsylvania is the same distance, as well as Albany to the Buffalo. So they're roughly the same distance in that spot.
Wow.
So we're the dead center of this state. And I'm very proud of what we have here. And I just want to see it done right. I really do. And I think I'm the kind of person who has ideas. And I invite consensus. I want to hold town halls. I want to bring people in and say, what do you think? Because I don't have all the answers. But I get questions like, Rob, why don't we have better restaurants here? And I go, what? You don't like chicken places? We've got a lot of those. It's been part of our running joke that we're more than chicken restaurants and car washes.
And we have another one coming in. Wingstop is coming in next to the tropical, smoothie place, which I was very excited when the tropical smoothie place came into Cicero, because I love that place. But yeah, we are the kings of chicken here. We got what is that? Sales Birdland. We got Popeyes. We got Dave.
Yeah.
We got all the
fried chicken.
Even
KFC,
our
Popeyes.
local pizza places have fantastic chicken wings. Palladino's and all these places. Yeah, we're all chickened out over here.
You know, when
Yes.
although North Syracuse is not in Cicero, so I'll
Part of it
bypass
is.
that.
Part of it is.
So
Part of it.
the main drag where Club 37 used to be and all
Yeah.
that, all those abandoned houses, somebody's got to do something about that. That's been 30 years like that. You got to be kidding me.
We've got our share of abandoned places too, and places that are run down. And
Well, why though, Rob? Why do they stay abandoned for so long?
Money's part of it. You know, you've got to get people off the dime to develop things. Sometimes they want to hold for a better price, and they don't really care about the public good. They just want to find somebody that's going to lease their property or something and make them some money. And if they can hold, a lot of times they do. You've got to give them incentives to try to move that property and get it active again. We have a lot of waterfront property right now that has been sitting idle for quite some time, and I want to look into that as to see what we can do to get off the dime on that as well. I don't have the answers. I'm not in, so I don't know. But once I do get in, those are the questions I'm going to start asking.
How's the get out the vote working? Because that's what it's all going to come down to is turnout.
I myself have knocked on nearly 1,500 doors in the last 2.5 months. My committee has knocked on probably another 500-600 more. We've talked to 1,000-ish people. We're doing everything we possibly can. We've noticed that the early voting has gone up, not just in Cicero, but in the entire area. So that's always been a problem with Democrats. I'm not going to lie.
Yes.
We tend not to go out and vote even when we think we have a decent candidate. Republicans seem to be more motivated.
Yep.
But we're out there just telling people, you know, and I'm trying to rely on my personal relationships in Cicero, 45 years, involved in youth sports, involved as a teacher. I'm a trustee in the North Syracuse Library. So I'm trying to use all those contacts, say, look, if you like me and you like what I stand for, get out and vote for me. And that's get out the vote right there, person to person.
Very good, Rob. Thank you,
Rob. Before we let Rob go,
right,
we've got Route 11 under construction today.
God.
Yeah.
31 starts tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long are we looking, do you think? What are you hearing? Just I know this is a long term with 81 and everything, but just in our area in the next couple weeks, what are we looking at? You're looking
at I'm estimating at least 2 weeks for 11 on and off, and 31 I can't tell you, might be a little longer. The DOT will say one thing and then something will change and you don't know.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. Cicero's developing and I understand that. I just wished we had some better idea and control over what's going on all at once. I mean, this is a cacophony of construction, you know, and I understand it's got to be done, but did we have the opportunity to talk to the DOT and say, hey guys, what are you planning here? We heard about this, we heard about that. I'm not blaming anyone. Trust me, I'm not. But it just seems to me that we could have better coordination. We could stand up for our town a little bit better. Love the roundabout, by the way.
Me too.
Roundabout fan.
Me too. It's
roundabout
great.
Fan. So
yeah,
that's helped. But
yeah, that people don't understand. Once they get used to it, it increases the traffic flow tremendously. So it doesn't break it up. It makes it much more smooth.
But when you have all this change, Jim, people,
I know.
You say roundabout,
they don't like it. They don't like it.
And we just got our first convenience store right on 31. It's finally opened. Joe's, that little, that little store that's off of Lakeshore, Jim, when you're coming in.
Yes.
Yep.
It's across from the auction there. It's
finally, okay, yeah.
I moved here two Junes ago. And from this June, and they were starting to move stuff in then.
It's such a bad location.
And then it stopped.
You talking about that little triangle location?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
It was a fish place. Then
it's been a million
donuts.
Things. Yeah.
I lived across the street in that little yellow house right across the street from there for years. So I've seen that thing firsthand. And, for years, it's never been anything.
Yeah, it's a terrible
We'll see how
location.
it goes.
All right.
Yep. Little convenience store.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you very much for having me, guys.
We'll check in next. We're going to do a show next Wednesday night, kind of election wrap up. We'll check in with you.
I'll be here.
All right, man.
Thanks a lot.
Good luck.
Later.
Good luck.
Rob.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Great dude. Always was.
It's my one sign out in front of my.
Yeah, that's right. I saw
Rob
that
up there. Yep.
So they're also paving the auction lot. You see that?
Yes.
Just the front part. Man, that's a big. Imagine getting that job.
Yep.
Woo, that'll take some blacktop. Holy cow. That thing is gigantic. I don't know if they're going to do the whole thing, but they're doing the front.
I bought my wife's last car at Carvana, and that Carvana office is right next door.
Oh, really?
Yep.
How'd that work out?
Great.
Carvana.
So Brandy wanted a 3-row Traverse. That was her thing. We found it by Googling, came up on Carvana. So you go and you don't see the car. You buy it right on sight unseen. They have 1,000 pictures on the Carvana website. You do the financing right through the website, and then they give you a time to go pick it up, and you put a deposit down. When we picked it up, everything was fine with the car except it had 4 bald tires and illegal tint. So you have 14 days to make your mind up. What you want to do with the car, right? So the next day I went in and I said, listen, there's 2 things that are going to happen. I'm going to give you the keys back and we're going to try again. Or we get new tires and you fix this tint. Because I went from the Carvana office to the North Syracuse police office and had them check it because the tint.
No kidding.
It was in the front windshield. It came down too far and it was too dark.
Oh.
Gave me 4 new tires. Took the tint off. Great. Everything's been great since.
No kidding.
Yep. Great payment. I mean, for what it is and the time you're buying it in, we have good payment. It was very easy. It was easy to go through.
I think that my Subaru is probably my last car because I'm old. And if I keep it, because I don't hardly drive anymore, I got to drive to the Inner Sanctum and a few other places. But I think if I get to 85, I'll buy a Mercedes.
Okay.
All right.
And then you don't have to worry about it. You can run up
it'd be fast as hell.
Yeah, you can buy the biggest, most payment. And then when you croak, it don't matter. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
That's right. I'll be dead. It's the way I look at life. You know what I'm saying? All right. So what else do we want to talk? Oh, the White House expansion. You know, dude, I just don't know what's left. I really don't. He just desecrated the White House.
The East Wing is just gone.
It's gone.
And do you know this new structure is going to be bigger than the White House itself?
Have you seen the
Now listen, there's really if there was a person with a reasonable head on his shoulders, yes, that it's very good. That would be something that's good to have. But not when the government shut down, dude.
No, and not when it's bigger than the White House.
And people are worried about where they're going to get their next meals.
He's cutting off food stamps next month. There's no food stamps next month.
And
well, it's called SNAP now, but
listen, there ain't no way that whole entire thing is going to be donated money.
No.
That price is going to be so bloated by the time it's done.
Yeah. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. That's all the only thing, and it just keeps happening and happening and happening. And
now, if he came out in the beginning and said, "Listen, I'm going to demolish the whole thing, put it up," that's what we're going to do. I'd have more respect for that than, "Oh no, we're not going to touch."
Right.
It's all good.
Just another lie. It's very interesting. I think he wants to get rid of the White House. That's what I think.
Really?
Yep. I think he wants to get rid of all of it and put up his own little monument to himself.
Well, that's what he's trying to do with that arch.
Yes. It's unbelievable. I don't know. You can't do anything else. So, I mean, if you're not outraged now, hey. And we did want to talk to Esquire, Bill Fitzpatrick, about the Marcy verdict, which I thought was awesome. He put 4 of them behind bars for a very long time, and that's what we needed to have come out of that. So, and some of the other ones are going for not as long, but when you're a former prison guard and you're going to prison, every day is a year. I mean, are you kidding me?
I can't imagine it.
I can't. Where are they going to take them? Their own prison? I mean, where are you going to put them? You got to put them in, like, you know, they got to be by themselves, but there's no one's ever by themselves.
Nope.
It's crazy. I would not want to be those guys.
We'll still work on getting them. We were having some communication with them. We'll get them on the next, which our next program is going to be next Wednesday.
Yeah, right. Right, the day after the election.
Yes.
And he's a good one to talk to about the elections anyway, because he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, he'll come on. He's not avoiding us.
No,
he's busy.
Yeah, we actually.
Plus, we're going live now, so it's our time or it's no time,
that's
and
right.
that's hard for people. So, I'm happy that when I saw more of the video, when they played more of it, I mean, are you kidding me? That was horrific, and I'm glad that the guys that are mainly responsible, if you want to put it like that. I mean, they're all responsible as far as I'm concerned, but mainly responsible. They got the most. I got 22 years in prison, so good luck. That's what I have to say to them. Man,
have fun.
Yeah, exactly. So, any concerts coming up for you? Going to pay $1,000 to see?
No.
Drive to Arizona or something?
No. So now I went and tried to get tickets for Rush. That was negative.
Right.
They came up over $1,000. I wouldn't pay $100. I've seen them once. It's good.
Yeah, and you saw Rush. This is not Rush.
No, it's 2/3.
It's not Rush without Neil Peart. I'm sorry.
I saw Rush at the grandstand at the fair, and I saw him in Canada.
A lot of people can have bands that lose the drummer, and a lot of people have, and it's still great. Okay, Neil Peart's one of a kind. You're not replacing him. So you're Rush light as far as I'm
Speaking of
concerned.
drummers, I heard that Dream Theater put on a great show last Monday at the Landmark Theater. Heard it was great.
Sold out or no?
No. I guess they were having problems selling tickets throughout the whole tour.
Well, it's
when they're
expensive,
$200-$300.
Yeah,
it's especially for a band like that. I love them, but I saw them once earlier in the tour. I'm actually taking a trek on Sunday. I'm a member of I shop at Barnes and Noble's weekly. I love Barnes and Noble.
Yep,
it's
I do
great.
too.
Books, movies, the whole thing.
Love it.
Aria and her manga, Japanese stuff. She gets there. I got an email to come over. The new Bryan Adams album comes out this weekend, and he's doing a select cities in the cities he's playing in signings. Now he's a top 5 for me. I've seen him probably more than a lot of other bands that I've seen live.
I heard he's awesome live.
He's still got it. It's still.
I just heard Rick DiUlio saying that on TK99, and he's still got it.
I saw him 2 years ago in Buffalo on his last tour, and it was brilliant. With Joan Jett opened up for him. It was great, unbelievable.
Who's opening now?
Pat Benatar. So we get that. So I'm going to Pittsburgh for this. And the reason I picked Pittsburgh, I'm going to the meet and greet at Barnes and Noble, where he signs the record. I bought the vinyl, and that was the ticket price. It was $37 for the vinyl, and it's 2:00 in Pittsburgh, Barnes and Noble on Sunday, and then I'll go to the show at night and head back.
How much for the tickets for the show?
I haven't got. I've got to get them when I get there.
Yeah,
my wife's. Go ahead, have fun. She's not into that. It's not her thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd see him, but not for too much.
It's hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit.
And I heard that it's a really good show, and like you said, he hits every note still, and
plays guitar. He's got a same band he's had forever.
No kidding.
And it's not like a big stage show. It's just great music. You know?
Yeah. And that's perfect for Pat Benatar opening up too, because she's great too. All right.
Keep December 21st on your calendar. I think we found a date for our live show. We're going to call it the Christmas Spectacular. So that by this time next week, all of that info and the first round of guests will be announced. Yeah,
so please keep that, and we got to sell tickets for this. Okay, we got to support the 443,
and that's what it's for. It's not the money's not going to us at all.
No, it's all for the 443. Yeah. Everything is for the 443 and our friend Julie and her husband,
the Music Collective.
Yeah, so please help us out, but we'll let you know more about it. And Bill, especially, will let you know more. We need to shoot some promos and stuff.
Yeah, whereas now we got the video thing, we can start doing that. Have you seen the new? Have you seen the new Blue Bloods yet?
No, I have not.
It's called Boston Blue.
No.
Check it out. We're going on. This will be the 3rd week of it. I didn't know how they were going to intertwine Blue Bloods with Boston Blue, but they did a pretty good job of it. Cool. Sean, his son, is now a cop in Boston.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I don't like about it is it's not the same kid that was in Blue Bloods.
Oh, okay.
And I understand why they had to do that, because the kid that played Sean was kind of a chubbier kid, and he's going to be a cop. So they got they got the chiseled.
Oh yeah, you got to get a model guy.
And the pilot episode, he gets hurt in the line of duty, Sean. So Danny has to come from New York to Boston.
Oh, okay.
His father to see what's going on, and he gets wrapped up in it and he meets a family that's just like the Reagans in Boston, but it's culturally different, religiously different, but it's that same parallel. And I love the direction it's going in.
Cool. Excellent.
It'll be good.
Check it out. All right. Take care of yourselves. All right.